Hi everyone, my name is Nilay Patel. I'm with Backblaze. As Jim pointed out, tomorrow my colleague Gleb is going to come up and actually describe to you in great detail our entire storage environment. So really what I'm doing today is a very, very short introduction so you know who I am. So when we do the panel, you have some context. How many of you have heard of Backblaze? Oh, good. A lot of you. So let me introduce myself. As I said, I'm Nilay Patel. I actually now run product and sales for Backblaze, but I was one of the founding team members of the company and responsible for doing things like racking our first storage pod made of wood, eventually getting to doing more interesting things on the business side and starting our business product, et cetera, and so forth. But for those of you who haven't heard of Backblaze, we started back in 2008 as an online backup company. We back up all the data on your Mac or PC for $5 a month unlimited storage. And 2008, if you recall, was not a great time to go raise VC money. And we actually had no interest in raising VC money. We wanted to be a profitable business out of the gate. And so we looked at a whole different set of technologies in order to actually store the data that customers would be sending us once we came online, and realized that the least expensive way to do it was to actually build our own storage, right? So if you think about it, back in that era, a 10 or 20 megabit data connection was actually pretty fast for most users. So if you go to a storage vendor and say, I'm looking for a technology that has no more than 10 or 20 megabits of connectivity, or of actual throughput per single thread, they'd all laugh you out of the room. All their storage technology was way, way, way faster than that, and of course, way, way more expensive. So we designed and built our own storage pod, putting 45 drives into a 4U chassis, and we like to call it IKEA furniture for the hard drive itself, right? So it does absolutely what it's designed to do, which is to slowly take data from the internet and store it for long periods of time. Over the course of the last 8 years, we built out over 200 petabytes of storage on our storage pods. Just to give you some context for that, that's 60,000 spinning hard drives that we have in our data center today. And we're about to release our drive stats for the last year next week, but one of the highlights is that we now have 1 billion hard drive hours of data that have been collected over those 8 years. So tremendous amounts of information to understand drives, how long they last, and other such things that Gleb's going to go into more detail tomorrow. So we realized that sometime last year before last, we realized that we had actually become experts at cloud storage, even though we called ourselves an online backup company, and decided that we were going to take advantage of that. And we launched a new product last year called B2. B2 is a cloud object storage product, very similar to Amazon S3. But what's different about B2 is the price, because we spent so much time and energy making sure that we kept our costs down to make our $5 a month online backup service profitable. We launched that product at 1/4 of the price of Amazon for S3. In fact, it's 40% less than Amazon Glacier as well. And it's really opened up a whole new set of use cases for using storage, right? And so the one that we're talking about here at this panel, in one that's frankly become the largest use case for B2, is of course archival storage. B2 is actually the least expensive archival storage on the market today. It's dramatically less expensive and less complicated than LTO and LTO farms. But unlike LTO and other archival storage in the past, it's highly available, it's highly durable, and it has kind of the latency and throughput that you have based on your internet connection at your facility. So we'd like to say that we're trying to use the flame of the Backblaze logo to get rid of this concept of cold storage, right? We don't want people to think about their storage as cold, because frankly no one wants cold storage, right? The only reason you do cold storage is for price. So if you can have highly available data, even archival data, at prices that you traditionally have been lower than your cold storage, why keep using the word cold? So in any case, that's a very quick introduction into Backblaze, and as I said, you're going to learn a lot more about what we do tomorrow, but I'm going to participate in the panel today.